Hello, so I have another fruit today, not just any fruit. This is, as of today, my favorite fruit. This is my favorite in the whole world. It is a Cherimoya. Now, Cherimoyas are very, very delicious. The word Cherimoya comes from the Incan word, I think it's Cherimoya, which means cold seeds. It's called that because these grow, even though these grow in tropical regions, they tend to prefer colder areas in tropical regions. Usually you find them at very high altitudes, so they get a little bit of cold weather as well as hot weather, so it needs both temperatures in order to grow properly. The flowers of the Cherimoya tree are hermaphroditic. What that means is that they start as female flowers, and then and within a few hours they change to male. So the male flowers, the pollen from the male flowers needs to get to the female flowers, and because it goes female to male, it's not really possible for that to happen. So what happens is their pollinators, which are presumed to be little beetles, not bees, but beetles, will go from the male flowers and take the pollen over to the female ones in order to pollinate them. So these are related to the soursop and the sweet sop, or sugar apple. So they're related to those two fruits. And Cherimoyas are also known as the custard apple, but so are sugar apples, and so are a few other different types of fruit from this this genus. And of course, I can't talk about a fruit without talking about the dangers involved with fruit. So the fruit of the Cherimoya has annanasin in it. Annanasin is a chemical that, if you have very, very large amounts, can cause brain lesions that lead to Parkinson's disease. But I think you'd have to eat, several pounds of these every day in order to get that to happen. They've only noticed that happening in rats when they're given large amounts of that chemical. The seeds inside the Cherimoya are poisonous, and when you crush them open, they're poisonous, so you don't want to eat those. The bark of the Cherimoya tree, if you take an extract out of that, you can use it as an agent to paralyze people. All fun and dangerous stuff, but eating them normally is okay. But if you want to tell if it's ripe, it should yield gently to pressure. So if they're rock hard, you just leave them at room temperature, and it'll get a little bit softer, kind of like how you would judge like an avocado. The insides are very soft. Like, you don't want to cut them open. You actually eat them with a spoon like that. You see, it's very custard-like. That's what you're shooting for. Heavenly. They're so good. They're very, very sweet. They're actually bad for you, too. They have vitamins in them, but they're very high in calories. This whole fruit here has about 250 calories in it. They have a lot of different flavors, and a lot of it's familiar. A lot of people say they taste a little bit like bubblegum, like they have a tutti frutti kind of taste. It is there, but it's not in an artificial bubblegum kind of taste. It's really fresh tasting, so it's not gross at all. The consistency is very custard-like, but there's little strings in there as well. So it's kind of like if you had banana, but you also had some stringiness like pineapple. And the flavor has actually got a little hints of pineapple, little hints of banana, kind of berry taste to it as well. It's got hints of pear. It's like if you took a whole bunch of fruits and you took all the best qualities out of what they taste like and you put them all into one. If you want to compare these to a soursop, soursops are a lot more sour. If you took away the sour element from a soursop, it would be similar to this, but these are also a little bit more creamy tasting. I think I summed it up as well as I'm going to. They're very, very tasty. They're one of the best fruits out there, at least in my opinion they are. So if you look hard enough, if you go to gourmet markets, you can sometimes find them, or if you go to an import market, like Chinese markets will sometimes have them, or even places that have like a lot of Southern American type of foods, you might be able to track them down. So if you have the chance, try them out.
Give me danger, little stranger, and I'll feel your peace. Give me danger, little stranger, and I'll feel your disease. There's nothing in my dreams, just some ugly